Okay guys, example number 4, this is an interesting one here. It says, solve the open sentence, okay? And I've got two inequalities, but remember, we want the solutions for this are when Q solves both of them, because it has to solve this one and that one, okay? So any value of Q has to work for both of them. Okay, well let's look at each one individually. If I take this first one and I'm going to subtract 7 from both sides, I'm going to get negative 3Q is greater than or equal to 3. I'm going to divide by negative 3 on both sides, and remember that's going to give me Q is now less than or equal to negative 1. I had to flip it because I divided by a negative number. Now for this one I'm going to add 7 to both sides, and I'm going to get 3Q is greater than or equal to 9. And divide by 3 on both sides, and I get Q is greater than or equal to 3. Now guys, I kind of have to look at this to see what the values of Q can be. For this first one, right, the values of Q that solve the first one, let's see, the critical number is negative 1, this one's 3. Okay, the numbers that solve the first one are negative 1, so I'm going to circle it in, and all the numbers less. Okay, the values of Q that solve the second one is 3, and all the ones greater than 3. But no value of Q over here for the first one will solve the second one. They have no overlap because it has to be this and that, and these two things don't overlap. If they were to overlap, we take just the portion of the graph where they do overlap. So for instance, let's say that we graphed it. We had something like this. X has to be greater than or equal to negative 1. And X has to be greater than 2. Okay? Well, to graph the first one, it's negative 1. This is 2. To graph the first one, I know that it can be negative 1, and it has to be more than negative 1. All right? Come on, smartboard. Okay? To graph the second one, I've got a circle around the 2. It can't be that, but it has to be greater than negative 2. So it's only this portion where they overlap. So my graph, the graph of the answer would look like this. 2 with a circle around it. Okay, come on. With a circle around it and shaded to the right. I can't include this part because it only solves this one. But this part solves this one and this one. Okay? But that's not what this problem was. Come on, smartboard. That's not what this problem was. This problem gave us this and this. And they don't overlap at all. So there is no solution for this one. Alright? Okay. Come on. No solution. Done. Alright guys, I think you're ready for your homework. Good job.